episode 27. Just before we start, big shout out to everyone that's been following the Instagram channel. Last week, Urfreshtvsport reached 10,000 followers, and we couldn't do that without your guys' support. So a massive thank you for myself and the real V10. It means a hell of a lot to us. And tonight, we have the Giant Killers. You know what I mean? We have Mboys in the building. How is everyone this evening?
Great, man.
Very good, very good.
Good. So tonight, myself, Ryan, not the coach. If you didn't know, get to know. Back of the room, we have
Got Louis, Mboys. Where do I play? Striker, centre back.
Striker.
Yeah.
No, centre back.
Is that for
Centre
pace?
back.
That's when you want to go long. Centre back.
Yeah, no, centre back.
Centre back.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Jack, Mboys, skipper, centre back.
Centre back.
Morgs, Mboys, as far away from the defensive my goal as possible.
Okay.
Anywhere in attacking.
Cool. Firstly, gents, thank you very much for giving up your evening. As we know, we got injuries, so you was a little bit late. You know what I mean? So we don't know what happened there. But listen, thank you for coming and taking time out your evening to come and jump on the podcast. It's been a long time coming. So, how long ago was it, Moors, that we went live? The first night was a myth because we had some technical difficulties.
I put that all on you.
Yeah. To be fair, it was definitely mine because when I was doing it, I was like, I'm just going to play Morgs. I was like, bro, it's because you're in the car. Because you're in the car.
I'm all calling Jack up, say, bruv, like, was that me? He's
Like,
like,
it was definitely me. Yeah. So, so we went live a few weeks back, and I think the biggest thing for me is, even if I'm being completely honest, before that result against Rising Ballers, I was like, who are Mboys? And it's only when I saw the trailer, I was like, is that Louis? And that's when I sort of done a bit more digging because I saw a familiar face. So my question is, who are Mboys?
Mboys is literally a group of friends from South... Where am I looking? Am I... Camera? So, yeah. Group of friends from Southwest London. Love football. Yeah, man. Just enjoy football. That's it, really. I can't delve too much else into it. Go on.
Nah, it's the same boys. We basically, all the same boys used to kickball in the school team.
Really? So you all went to school together?
But I'd say like
Pretty much.
80%, 90% all went Graveney.
Yeah.
And if not, most of us played at Balham through the youth ranks or through youth team or first team. So like we've all kickball together for years and years. And just the case.
Balham were our rivals for a minute at Colliers, isn't it?
Always put us on they always put us on the Carney Bank holiday. Monday. Always.
All right. So, what does Mboys mean? What is there a meaning behind the name?
Bro, do you know what it is? To be honest, we've been saying
Well,
it.
you're
since we
giggling,
like-
so there definitely is a meaning. So it's whether you want to talk about that meaning, because I looked at Louis. What does Mboys mean?
No, do you know what it is? It actually doesn't mean it. When we started saying it, it didn't mean a lot. Like we was
Does
like
that mean like
16.
money boys or nothing like that?
Imagine. Far
It doesn't
from.
mean nothing like that,
We
no?
were just young. Like we wanted to call ourselves something.
That's what
And
my
then-
thinking was, because you just said that you all went to school together. I was thinking they definitely thought, yeah, money boys.
Yeah.
Imagine. To be honest, probably these lot, because I'm a couple years older than these lot.
Okay.
So I didn't actually grow up. I've known them for 10 years now, probably.
Probably.
When they got a bit older, we played on the same team because they were playing year
Couldn't
round.
wait to
2 years up.
play with us. Couldn't wait to look normal enough to play with the young kids. Basically,
He weren't good enough in school, so you teach him.
pretty much still.
Cool. Rising Ballers.
So I'm looking at it and I'm watching. I'm thinking, yeah, these lot are hard. Like these are hard. It's not SE Dons. SE Dons is at wherever they're at. So I'm thinking, yeah, we might be in trouble here. But bro, first 5-10 minutes, like as soon as you see these lot are actually young, and all their thing is they got guys that could make it or should make it. Bro,
Yeah.
Our team is made of guys that could have, or do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is nothing new that we.
So it's sort of
But
kind
before-
of should have and could have.
Before
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of that,
yeah,
though,
yeah.
before we even got to the game,
Was there a game
we
Yeah.
before even all of that, like before the game, just because of who we know we are, we're always going to be confident that we could win the game
Yeah.
because we just believe in ourselves.
We were just
But it was
excited, innit?
the way that other people were talking about Rising Ballers, like,
Yeah.
oh, you're playing.
Yeah,
I had people who they didn't even know I played for Mboys because we're new anyway. And then they'll be like, you got Rising Ballers? Oh, that's long. Like, you look, like they were talking like
Do
we
you
were going to
think,
get
do you know when people have
smoked.
that sort of perception of a game? Do you think that makes it easier for you guys a little bit? Because there's no... Everyone's writing you off, so there's not as much pressure to win. The pressure comes from yourself,
that's
right?
We suit underdog
Yeah,
mentality.
and that's what I was going to say.
We suit
Did that
it.
make the game easier for you guys?
Fact.
Because when you expect... Because we know Maz, and I think... he is a good coach, very, very, very good coach with very high expectations. And I spoke to Maz after the game, and he didn't make no excuses to me. He just said we didn't have our strongest team, but we lost. Like that's what he said to me. He didn't make no excuses. Now, when you watch it, it was very obvious from the start that you lot had a very particular game plan, and that was it looked like to rough people up, be in people's faces, whether that was on the pitch or off the pitch. Do you reckon that definitely benefited you in the game?
100%.
Well, the thing is,
on and off the pitch.
Yeah, we said like going into the game, it's hard to judge like how good they are. Like we've never played against them. So we said the one thing we can do is outwork them and be more physical because we know that they're young.
Well, that's the bare minimum. I think
Exactly.
you've got to do in a game of football. You have to work hard.
So we like that was all like we turned up and we were like, listen, for the first 10, 20, just sit in shape and like work out what they're saying. And I think we realised pretty quickly that we can compete comfortably.
Yeah, we were quite underwhelmed after the first 20 minutes. We're like, why are we sitting?
From watching the video, there was definitely an obvious game plan on the pitch. Yeah, so whether that was to be in their face, rough them up, but it was like replicated on and off the pitch. So when you had the discussion, was that part of the game plan?
I would be lying if I said like I think on the pitch we spoke a lot, but like what these men were doing off the pitch wasn't like a planned thing. Like if you watch like any other video, these men are causing chaos in every game we play. Like that's just.
Do you think your actions off the pitch sort of? Because obviously there were slight arguments on the side, right? Do you think that filtered down to the Rising Ballers players?
They were rattlers.
They'd be lying if they say that. You see, like they're ballers. Like we can't take that away from them. We see ballers like that, letting the ball like roll under their foot while they're trying to do touches and that. Like, they ain't doing that if they're like the crowd in there shouting at them.
Maz had to come round to our side to
Really?
speak to his like right back and right wing because
after the like at half time, second half, he's come round, and then something happened. Like we was having a little back and forth, and he's
Who, you and Maz?
Yeah, well, us and Maz. You know what I'm saying? He said like, bro, like what? We even said, why have you come over here then? Why are you complaining if we're obviously we're gonna talk and that? He said, yeah, I have to come round to protect my cameraman. Really? Like, really? Do you know what I'm saying? He's had to come round all the way around the pitch to protect his cameraman, you know?
Was there defining moments in the game where you thought, you know what, we're going to win this? I know that sounds silly, but you know, was there a moment in the game where you think, yeah, we definitely... You know it's hard, but when you try and do things that aren't normal to you in a game of football, it makes it 100 times harder. Was there ever points in the game where you thought, you know what, this isn't their day?
It was weird playing it because like when you kick off, you don't really know what you're saying, and we always knew that like no matter how good our game plan is, we might get undone by one bit of quality, and that's what happened first half. We went 1-0 down, just one bit of quality, which like looking back on it, still there's nothing we could have done. But even at half time, we came in and we said, "Don't change a thing. We will score."
Well, I think it's the easiest thing to say, but you said don't change a thing. Yeah. When you're winning, people get excited. Go, Is it like a perception of a lot of teams when you play Rising Ballers, you have to play your own game because if you try and play them at their game, they're going to dismantle you. And I think that was a case of if sticking to your game plan, you have to stick to your game plan, even on a Sunday against teams like that. So halfway through the game, because we see the arguments on YouTube. For me, even watching it, just as a spectator, it definitely contributed to you lot winning. What was it like full time?
Movie. Because I remember it was the last day before the country was getting lock off as well.
we all knew
we were going pub, win or loss. So then to add a win to it.
Right, so let me ask you a question. Who you got in the next round?
Gowers.
Oh.
Yeah,
finally.
So if you lose against Gower, that Rising Baller game is... What does that mean?
Nah, that's why we're here. That's why everyone knows our name, innit?
And it's what, but this is what I was going to say to you as well, right? It's important to succeed now because you don't want to be known as that team. They're the team. Like, are you known as that team? Oh, we beat Rising Ballers. Not like, but you're Mboys. It's not like they're Mboys. They're the team that beat Rising Ballers.
To be honest,
is it a point trying to move away from that?
Of course, but that like we know that will come in it. At the moment, that was our 6th game, and we beat a big YouTube team. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not really a bad thing to be known as the team.
Well, they put you on a platform, right? Was that one of the aims?
How many teams they lost to? Since, because I saw Maz tweet after the game, he rattled again. So I ran his CV. It was, I was being honest. I'm being honest because a lot of people were jumping on not the bandwagon, but everyone. It was a chance to get onto them. So a lot of people were eyeing him, and he did tweet after, didn't he?
I think when you are one of the best
games, I've like 50.
What did he say? But I think when you are one of the best sides, and I think when you talk to Maz, he definitely holds his team in high regard as the best team in London. So when you lose, it is it's a chance for people to jump on the bandwagon. And I think they did receive. There's a lot of things said that were bang out of order, but that is part of the game.
Right? I think that's Sunday League, isn't it? Like, there's no one here who like is like even since we've won the game, We've never said one thing that Rising Ballers are shit or that what the platform shit. Not like Rising Ballers are ballers. Like we all know that. But if you get beat on a Sunday, you're gonna get bantered. Like that's the whole point of the whole league, like the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
And do you know what? Obviously, you said that he said you said he didn't make no excuses.
Yeah,
Bro, to come and say that you was missing players on a Sunday is an excuse, man. You're not saying that. Like you're not gonna bring that into a conversation if you're not trying to make no excuses. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like that's what Sunday is about.
was you missing players?
You missing players? I weren't playing.
He ain't played all season. He's like,
You know
Not
what
a
I'm
player,
saying?
right?
I'm a listen,
Today.
I was-
When
I'm
you
a-
messaged me, I was like, this guy's gonna. Morg fucked his ankle up. And I thought, they're not coming. We'll be 10 late. I stopped. What is he
Oh,
doing?
we always
Yeah,
come.
I'm a-
We're just
I'm a
late.
walking calamity.
So let's talk. This I suppose this is another controversial question. The strongest Mboys team play against the strongest Rising Ballers. Is it still the same outcome?
It's a good game.
it's a good game, yeah.
That is what you call sitting on the fence.
That's what I said. I think
With
because
one
we're,
leg over this side and one leg over this side.
because
Yeah?
we're new, innit? Like we don't know the levels, but like they'd have to bring a whole new 11.
You think a whole new 11?
Like I think
None of
Bro,
not
they
one
don't-
of their players. I was like,
there was a few there's a few names that we've like heard about and who are good players, obviously, but like maybe they'd need to bring 5, 6, 7 changes to that team to like. I think the way we approached it made the game more even than it would have been. I think we approached it.
Do you
so
think it's
that-
one of them games so you can only approach that game once in the way you did for you to win the game? No. So it's like Avengers. You only have one chance. Yeah, that was your one chance.
But no, I think it's different because
Nah,
it's always they're always gonna be younger, innit? I guess 'cause that's like their platform. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
So how much do you guys know about Gower?
My boy plays for them.
Where's he play?
I don't know. He's like,
Oh,
That's the answer itself.
irrelevant.
he's my boy, but
Bruv, you
Wait,
can't-
hang on, just backtrack on the whole thing.
Here's my boy.
Right,
You
he's
told
my
me
boy, but
he's
he's-
their worst player.
no. I said if he's in the starting 11, I'm confident. But the thing is, I'm confident. I played at uni with him, and like, yeah, he's.
Oh god.
Well, do you know what I said, right? So, again, we know Lambert very well. So, when we done the final, it was almost like we done the semis, innit? Against, was it the semis? Against Highgate? Or was it quarters? Semis against Highgate. So, we heard a lot of good things about Highgate. There was a lot of videos going around. But we never knew anything about Gower. It's only when we got there, a lot of people said that they've been in the final this many times, like this many years. And do you know what's really bad? It's ultimately about ability that wins you a game of football or how much you won it. And I remember saying to V, bro, this team ain't even got all them ain't even got the same kit. Like there's like 3 different kits.
Well, you've
And, you know,
been
and,
there,
it's, and it's like, but they got to the final against Lambeth, and it was very easy for Lambeth early on. Lambeth conceded 1, then conceded 2, and it was almost squeaky bum time. So I don't think you could totally disregard it because
no,
no one
we
expects to be there. But
it'll be
do you
tough.
think it's a flip side now? Do you think it's very easy to get complacent now because you beat Rising Ballers? Are you a Gower now in the situation you in, and now you're a Rising Ballers? Does that make sense?
No, I don't. We won't approach it that way. As I said, I think we quite suit the underdog mentality.
But are you an underdog in this round against Gower still?
That's not
so.
for
They're
us to
unbeaten
decide,
in 2
really.
years, and other than they got to 2
In their
finals
league?
in a row.
What do you-
They've
think?
only lost in finals. But
Because
What do I think?
that's not for us to decide.
For me, I haven't seen you guys play, but obviously you beat Rising Ballers. So obviously I watched the game, but obviously a camera
Yeah, it's
does
different.
wonders
yeah.
for everyone. But you won the game. I've watched Gower now. As I said, you can't knock their togetherness and the way they run things. There's a football inside. It's not my cup of tea, but they got to a final of a London Cup. And at points, they had Lambeth on
Twice.
the ropes. At points, they really did. You can see it in the videos. Windsor will tell you the same. For me, I think it's important for you guys as a football club to get a brand that you come through this as well. Because I think if you do lose, it would be like,
No,
the hype's done.
all for
Like,
nothing,
and that could be sort of a sticky row. I think you will be not the whipping boys. The people like you lot just beat Rising Boys. You lot shit. Do you know what I mean? But that is part of the Sunday game. I think. How far do you think you can go in that competition?
Bro, like of course
You're confident.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say, come on, more soup
Like,
to me.
of course, it's gonna be that's the go-to answer, innit? But I honestly do feel like we can win it.
Yeah?
we can win it. Yeah.
Who would you, if you could pick anyone next? Who would you want?
Well, I said it, innit? I want to play Dons 11v11 on a nice grass football pitch. You know what I'm saying? I want to play the Dons. Bro.
Right, and you think you win?
Yeah. That's why I want it so bad. Yeah, because I know that's a.
Do all your players share your confidence? Is there a lot of confidence in it because you're all friends?
Yeah.
Does that make things a lot easier? Because there's a lot of trust.
That's
Obviously, everyone knows each other inside out.
Yeah,
and I said the other day when we had London South Vets on, is when you have friends on, you can talk shit. Really, that's fucking shit. Sort yourself out. Knowing someone you don't know, you're like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
So you should have saw at half time, not to bring Rising Ballers up again. But remember,
Rising.
at half time,
Yeah. Bring 'em up
our
again.
two strikers, but I'm gonna, our two strikers were getting at each other because
Well,
we had the little corner routine.
Keep that
which,
one.
Yeah, which it didn't go to plan, but it should have.
Yeah.
And they were at each other's throats. But when the game's done, like, it's back to normal in the pub with.
No word.
Did you go to the pub afterwards then?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
well.
Sunday, like, football's half of the Sunday there. Like, we love football, but like a lot of it for us is like,
First place we're going to.
it's the first time we're all back in like London together. Everyone's been doing their own things, and like we're a
Starts
very
Saturday night,
good
really.
like Sunday team. But it's a chance to like again kick ball together, go pub together, like. But we're serious with
Let
it
me
at
ask
the
you a
same
question.
time.
Who's your best player?
Boy, I'm gonna have to say. I don't even want to make his head too big. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to say Jack Cairbre.
He is literally the young goat.
He is. Nah, for real,
Young
for
Goat. We're
real.
going to talk about Young Goat in a minute. The reason I asked that, so where you are at Rising Ballers, so who are the biggest clubs in Sunday League? Skip. Who are the biggest clubs in Sunday League right now, in your opinion?
I'd always have to say the Dons because
Are the
listen,
biggest?
Yeah, for me, 100%.
So
Because
if say Donny Jones calls you up, says, look, we need a centre half. Right?
yeah,
But shut up, man.
Yeah, and says, look, we need a centre half. Come down and play. Do you go?
no, impossible.
That was not confident.
Impossible.
He said,
Bro,
nah, so
I'll
quiet.
tell you- I'll
and
tell you.
smiled.
I'll tell you now that's impossible.
Impossible.
Bro, Jack, we've been wanting to do this
For
what,
years, bro.
years,
This ain't,
like.
we ain't jumping on Sunday League out. This has been a
Yeah,
dream for
this is for
years.
real.
So
bro.
why is it only just started
Also,
now?
these lot are twins. Like, I've known these lot for like 10 years. Well, they're like the Cramp twins. He's the purple one. But these lot have been side by side since.
No, word.
So let's have a quick conversation about Young Goat. Obviously, it's ever present. I've met with Jack. I have a Young Goat hat. I think Jack has a Your Fresh hat as well.
I do.
What is Young Goat?
So it's a clothing brand that me and my 5 other mates from I went uni at Bristol for the last like 4 years.
Yeah.
So we started up there. It's a clothing brand basically with the slogan "Be your greatest." So the whole aim of it is like be your own goat. Don't try and like copy what anyone else is doing. Be in your own lane. Be your own goat. And through that we sell all types of clothing.
Is that a motto that you lot use at Mboys? Like, is that
100%.
quite important
We
that
actually
you
embody it. We
Literally.
embody it.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's become the thing. I think like where now the Sunday League is so saturated with bare teams filming games. I think it's sick. Like that. So like there's such a light on it. But like I think with Mboys, we're in our own lane because it's not just a Sunday League team. It's Morgs' channel. And Morgs has been doing YouTube since
Right.
2016,
So
2015.
this is what I was waiting for. So you ask questions to try. I've done this before, you know. You ask
Yeah.
these questions.
Don't get
Episode
10K
20
for no reason.
Sorry, have you got 10K?
You, man.
Follow, like, and subscribe. So, Morgs,
Yo.
this is your channel.
Yeah.
What is your channel?
My channel is literally. I started just doing vlogs and that. Like,
About what?
bro.
2016.
Yeah.
That was first
20,
vlog.
2016. Literally linking up with my friends, having a drink, going out, enjoying myself. Like literally, those were the vlogs. Those have been the vlogs for the first 3 years. That's what the vlogs were about. Literally that. Then now that we're growing up and that, I feel like I need more specific contents. Things like football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna obviously we got music and that coming, short films, all of that stuff. But yeah, Vlogs is going to be a platform for quality entertainment. Basically.
What area are you all from?
First down.
First down.
How important is it? So obviously it's quite, when you look at the Dons, you look at Lambeth, they are, when people say we're all a group of friends and you got a friend from there, you're all from the same area, right?
Yeah.
How important is that to represent your area that you're from, that we all grew up, all learnt your trade in, and also just to give back a little bit, because the younger generation, a lot of them have no guidance. How much do you think you can do for your local area to sort of push them on and engage with them? Because First Down's a place, whenever you go past it, someone's playing football. It's either Ramo playing football. I don't know whether that's you lot in there. Playing football. But it's always Ramo. So obviously football is a niche within the area to give everyone that release to play football. How far, I know you guys have only started this year, but how far away from maybe incorporating some of these youngsters within your club, or have you had any messages or anything from younger people within your area to want to be part of?
Bro, that is the plan, to be honest. The plan is to like we want to be an inspiration in our area. We want to put first down on the map, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't really had anything.
How hard is that though? Because I think when you have your own brand and your own platform, it's really easy to go, we want to be an inspiration. But what is everyone actually doing to be an inspiration? How hard is it? Especially you lot know what goes on. What borough is it? Lambeth.
Wandsworth.
Yeah.
Wandsworth.
So like the border.
Borders Lambeth. Right?
Yeah.
So both of them boroughs have a hell of a lot of problems in it, and you probably know them problems better than I do. So do you think you guys could definitely put on things for them to come away from that, whether that's local sessions, getting involved, or coming and train with you guys? You guys train?
No, we don't. No, but no, definitely that is definitely something that after lockdown I planned on setting on like a little summer school in the area for little kids, but not like I'd say primary school. But yeah, man, that the plan is that's the plan, to integrate the area and the community, because there isn't, bro. There's nothing like that. Like we used to just go rec.
We still have to climb it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
20
your ankle, really?
Still, at this stage, you still have to climb it to get in. Like, it's
Really?
insane. You just
Well, but there's nothing in our area that people can be say that they're proud of. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is a chance and an opportunity for people to be like, yeah, we're from the same place that them not from. Furthermore, we train with them, and do you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the whole point, is when you document what you're doing, is you're putting yourself on the map for people to recognise. You know what I mean? So I got a picture sent to me today from Tyree, and someone said to her, I thought that was Charlie Slough in the middle. So I still get it now. Yeah. So let's talk about the Met. Who's your biggest competition in the Met League? Do you lot feel?
I'll probably say never lose.
Yeah.
probably. We ain't played them.
We ain't
man.
played them yet though.
We just know a couple of their boys.
And we know they'll be
sit
better
here
than
and they say
Grand.
you don't want to play us either.
Yeah.
So
Already.
and obviously, so you want revenge on Grand. That's the biggest thing. Overton at defeat. Brixton is still over there, right?
Yeah, we ain't played them either.
And who else? Who was top of that league last year when it concluded? No, Lambeth weren't top. They had game in
I
hand.
feel like it might have been never losing.
No.
No?
Where are Cortez from?
They ain't in our league.
No,
Not that I'm
You also
aware
played
of.
Oh, no, I
Kua.
think it was the Portuguese
Catford.
team.
That's
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it was
yeah.
because I remember that
Santa
they
Cruz
tweeted. So do you know what? Do you think because a lot of people have platforms, it's really easy to forget the teams that don't put anything out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people, I think, they don't get enough say because they're not in the eye. So everyone watches social media and things like that now. Do you guys think you're better than Evolution and these sort of clubs? Or is it an unfair question to ask now because people don't really... That gives you lot the element of surprise. Because it's like, who the fuck are Mboys? Like, there's nothing you can really...
I'd say we ain't worried by anyone because like we know we've got the ability, but like as you say, we're going off like a couple players we know in each team, and like we're so new to the Sunday thing. That
Yeah. So the question is, are you ready for the comeback?
I can't
is
speak
the
for myself. I
question.
don't even want to speak for myself. I'm gonna let these two answer that one.
What has COVID sort of taught you guys about yourself, like COVID lockdown? You still got you obviously got the Mboys group chat. Like, how have you lot still engaged, or have you lot kept communicating throughout the lockdown and things like that?
Like we'll go rec and that kickball together sometimes.
Yep.
You lot are there every day, man.
Yeah.
It's annoying for me because I'm flipping working. I'm seeing messages at like midday. Like, what's everyone on? I'm working, man.
Right. So let's look at now. What have you done this week? So you guys just spoke about playing the Dons.
yeah.
So when you look at playing the Dons, you guys had a cage game against Dons, right? They've been releasing a lot of cage stuff or footage that they've created from prior to lockdown. What was that like?
Do you know what? It was fun, wasn't it? Like,
It was very fun.
Was it tough?
Very
it-
tiring.
Was it tougher than you thought it would be?
Fitness
I
wise,
think
yes.
I think like, no one was ready for like the cage is 50 minutes straight ball.
Is that what it is? 50
Because
minutes?
because you have to win by 2, innit? So like,
First
our
to
game
10.
it's first to 10, but our game went to like they beat us 14-12 in the end, I think.
They went 4-0 up.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was so fun.
Bro,
It's because
days.
it's a different game of
For
football.
the first 5
'Cause
minutes,
you're just like, how do I even
shambles.
navigate on this?
Was it really? Was it
pitch?
bad?
we went 4-0 down. Like our best player was putting in own goals. I got twatted. Like our own player volleyed the ball in my face. First 3 minutes, I'm there like all days. Like this is gonna be over in like 10 minutes. But then you kind of work out the cage because the rules are like you can only score in the area and stuff. And we were just being dumb and like pressing them, and then they were just like popping it past us. But once we worked it out, like it was a battle. Like
Yeah.
Back.
competed for sure.
Cool. Right. Sunday League teammates. Let's talk about match day. So I'll ask you guys a series of questions. I just need one player as an answer. Right, you ready?
Ready.
Who's always late? Who's it?
Gaffer.
Gaffer.
I'm not even
No,
gaffer.
he's not even
He's
gaffer.
a mess.
I don't even know what he is.
He's a mess.
Nah, like, he's a mess. He's a mess.
He's a mess.
Like, it's
So
beyond.
you, Morgs, you're always late.
Unfortunately,
How late though is late?
Nah, do you know what's the worst thing? Right, so our players are from all over South, and we made the meeting point Morgs' yard, bro.
Right outside his
Morgs'
house.
yard is where we meet for every game. I promise you.
And he's the last one.
Last one.
Oh, man, but that's what I'm saying. I'm at the window waiting for the man them to get there, and then that's when I'll leave.
Ah, shit, Jay, man. Even today,
Yeah.
outside his house.
Who's the busiest? No, not busiest. Like it's always like extra early, picks up on everything. You're like, oh, shut up, man.
That's the problem with our team. We ain't really
Yeah,
got one.
We don't have that busy.
I'd
We
say
ain't
I'm
got
maybe
that.
the busiest, but I'm the least busy bloke. I don't know. Like we ain't really.
I'd put maybe Al. but
Oh yeah,
it's
Al
not-
on the
yeah.
pitch is the one who
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
What busy?
Yeah,
He's
proper busy, but like, yeah, we're all quite relaxed.
Who's the quickest?
Me.
Impossible. No.
Louis quick though.
No.
I'm
No,
the quickest fat person you ever met.
You've been waiting for that one since outside.
Is he the quickest?
No,
No,
it's
no.
it's Morgs when he's fit,
Yeah,
but
but how often do you fit?
I disagree.
Nah, for real.
Nah,
Or Tane.
Louis.
yeah.
Tane's up there.
Who's the slowest?
Boy,
Got a few.
What, YK?
Got a few.
I was about to say YK, but
Is he
nah,
slow,
not
yeah?
anymore.
nah,
Nah,
Josh,
Lucy.
centre mid.
Yeah. Josh.
Josh Clark.
Josh Clark, little centre mid.
Who's always on the phone? You know, up until you come out the change room, just sit their head down.
Dance.
Social
Dance.
Loves
Too
it.
much
Yeah,
gal.
always.
Too much gal.
That's-
Serious, man.
This guy, he comes to the game from hotel.
Yeah. That's
Literally.
not even a lie, bro.
I'm like, what?
In jeans, you know,
Everything.
Jordans and that.
He's
Yeah.
drunk in it.
Yeah, be on the sideline in Mboys top and then
You'll hear he's on the
Jordans.
bench. Thank you.
Is that no. Who's the funniest?
I say we're funny in our different ways, man.
But I think you bounce off each other. That's quite
Yeah.
apparent. Eh?
We got
He's
good
funny,
dynamic.
but
Yeah, he's on our Twitter.
He's funny.
No.
He's actually funny. Even I've been on. No, not saying that you're a bench player. But
That's it. But
you're
that
hearing things from
literally.
behind you, and he is funny.
Yeah.
He is funny. Most skillful.
Admir.
Yeah.
You know Arson,
Yeah.
his little brother
Little
plays for
brother.
us.
No way.
Let's not talk about him too much. I don't want people to know.
Yeah,
about him. I don't want people to know about him.
Better than
And
Arsenal?
we got the better brother.
He could be.
Whoa.
We got a
And Arson's coming to us anyway.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Give
Heard
him
it here
time, we'll see
first.
We'll see light. Obviously, there's been a couple texts here and there, but
That's
we
the
won't
promo
talk to
clip,
him.
right?
Yeah.
That's the promo.
Arson's
Where's the limit?
a M-boy at heart.
Yeah.
He's an M-boy at heart, man.
100%. He even knows it. He knows it.
Who's the hard man? Who's the man that you look to, like, puts in the tackles, drag you by the fucking scruff, and then they say, sort yourself out?
Morgs is a mad guy on the pitch. This is why he's always injured. So you say he hates defending, but this guy is mad. Or
can't tell.
Josh Clark,
Josh Clark,
because he actually never plays. He's always injured. Josh Clark is our enforcer, and he's our smallest guy as well.
No way.
You wouldn't think it.
He loves it. He loves it in there.
Loves
He
it.
loves
He's
it.
Who's
mad.
the DJ? Who's the music man in the changing room? Who
You
has
think we got time?
Changing room? Changing room where?
We turn up.
So I was going to say who has the worst taste in
Kickoff.
music.
Ooh, don't even know.
With COVID, more time. We've not even been in a change room together.
Oh yeah, word. No word.
Not once.
Never have time.
Not once.
Who's the most vain?
Dance.
Dance. Yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
loves it. Ciroc
Checking if
bottle.
he's still looking
Correct.
alright.
What's
You
the-
got a hotel to go to
Loves
after.
it.
No way.
Insta. That same hotel pic every weekend. Loves it.
I don't know if this. I was going to say who's the worst player.
No, we can
No,
run
no,
that.
but when you
I
say
can't-
that in
Now we can run
context,
that.
like,
Word.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I got called the weak link though.
there you go. Who's the
I
weak
was fuming.
The
But-
weak link.
link? Louis, you the weak link?
I might be,
Nah.
but I'm
I ain't
still
gonna
very
say
good
another name,
since
but
calm.
nah, I ain't.
It's hard, so there is someone.
Nah, I don't know. Like,
I can't even think
I
of a
can't
weak
think of
link.
no one.
No, but on a real,
He just said, yeah, I can think of a name, but I'm not going to say
Nah, I said I can't think of a name, but it ain't Lou.
no, but on a real,
But it ain't Lou.
our 11 is actually silly.
Yeah.
Like,
How many
Strong,
you
strong. Probably like 16, 17.
It's the hardest thing every Saturday. You got everyone. You got the whole 16. It's come Sunday. Do you ever get regular dropouts?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We like, that's kind of our thing, isn't it? Like
Dropouts.
we're like a shambles until the minute we kick off.
Yeah.
Really?
Like that game, like
10
we
minutes.
turn up in the wrong kit, no like games like with the last game before lockdown we couldn't play because the team texted us at like 10:30 in the morning, being like, "Yeah, we're at the pitch,"
Well, where are you?
and we're like, "It's a 12:30 kickoff."
you
What do you
lot?
mean? And they were just there for 2 hours before us, so the game got locked off. Like we're a bit of a mess until we play.
But in our defense, we just started.
Ah, look.
We need someone. Someone needs to come and do like the PA for us.
So what is the goal for Mboys going forward? Like, if you've said like in 3 years, what is the goal? Is it to win the Met and move across? What is the strongest Sunday league at the minute?
Obviously, it must be that.
It must be that, I
ODB
believe,
SFL?
for-
Orpington. Yeah.
Is that somewhere you want to go? Why the Met League? Why did you choose the Met League?
I ain't got a clue
Local.
what happened, but
Is that what it
It's the
was?
closest.
Yeah, of course.
The
There's a
other
lot
I
of
don't think we
Champions
have
League.
much
There's-
say in it. To
obviously-
be honest, they offered us the Prem in, and we said,
Yeah,
"Yeah, we'll
yeah.
take it." Like,
What's that Croydon league saying though?
Wait a minute. It's got Spartans are strong. Sahara are strong. Got some good players. It's
Yeah.
definitely got stronger because of clubs like that. You've got Boss Jam in that league. I think Sanderson are over there as well. So you definitely got some good teams. I think when we were talking to Jacko on the lives, he was sort of saying if they won that league, they want to stay there because I think a lot of clubs get a bit excited, win the league and go to the Allport and the Bromley. It's not as easy as that. There's teams in that Allport and Bromley. Is it Prem? There's still the senior, the one below. That are even good. You've got Blendon and them sort of teams there. So it's definitely a good standard, even the league below that. But I don't think it's easy just to go over there and get into that league. If you did go over there, how would you think you get on?
They'll probably want to come to us.
Do you know? I'll be real. We tried. Yeah, listen. We tried. I can't lie. See what we've done with Met League when we said, yeah, please put us in the top division. We tried that with Orpington, innit? I tried a little funny one. I said, yeah, we played SE Dons a couple of years ago.
Did you?
No.
trying to get into the
Because they asked if we played any teams in their league, innit?
Did you
I
say
don't
you
know
won?
why I said yeah.
Of all the teams.
You lied and said you won as well. You're a crook.
I said,
You're a crook.
so then I might even have shouted SE Dons like, what? Did you not play the Mboys? These times they ain't even got a clue who we are.
Oh my gosh. So obviously we've had the date, is it the 29th of March, the return of
Yeah.
outdoor sports. How will you guys prepare for that? But is that just going back to training? Have you not had an official date to go back from the league or anything?
Yeah,
4th
5th,
April.
whatever that Sunday.
That's the
4th,
first game?
Yeah.
Double header.
Oh, chill
Well,
out.
they've got like both fixtures.
When is it?
on the same day.
Against who?
London Panthers.
London
Oh, yeah,
Panthers.
South London.
South London, yeah.
Panthers.
Is that
Yeah.
Tyler? What's the manager's name? Tyler. I want to say Tyler. I want to say Tyler. I might have
Are
made
they
that up.
any good?
They're clinging on now. at the
Yeah,
bottom.
What?
They're clinging on there.
Don't listen. Don't be that team to underestimate. You know.
Nah,
because
we're not. We're not.
If you don't, do you know what? Obviously, that first Sunday is going to be big for us. I don't know where we will be, but we will be somewhere. Can't promise that we'll come and watch you guys, but we will be out. But it's definitely something we're definitely going to come around to do. Is definitely come out and watch.
Have to, man.
And definitely support. Now I know my mate Lou plays. You know what I mean? Come out and watch. We definitely probably want to come out to one of them games either against Grand or Navaluzum. If Arsenal scores against you, lot, you're in trouble. By the way,
You'll be with
Yeah,
us by
he'll
then.
score against us and then come play for us.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to bring up or discuss before we close this podcast?
Probably potential friendlies.
Cool. Potential friendlies. What coming up to the restart?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
anybody is looking for a friendly, wants to get involved, who are they contacting? Let the camera know.
Yeah, me unfortunately. Yeah, they obviously the official Mboys, my Insta Morgs_11, but yeah.
How many friendlies are you looking for? How many do you lot think you need to you're ready?
It's hard
Have
to
you got a date for the London Cup as well?
Nah, nothing's. Yeah, I don't think.
I think they want to cancel it, you know.
Do they?
Serious.
I think so, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. A lot of clubs have...
Oh, so that means that result against Rising Borders is void.
Nah.
No, it's void. It doesn't mean anything no more. So yeah, friendlies. How many friendlies potentially?
4, 3.
Cool. So we're coming to the back end of the podcast again. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast, giving up your time. We've had some funny moments. I think when you watch back some of these clips, you might regret some of the things you said.
I see looking at you.
You might be happy about some of the things you said. For me, it's always a pleasure to meet new people. I said I talk to Jack quite a lot. I work with Lou and I've got your number now, so it's really good. Stay in contact. Shout out your social media so people can follow your journeys. Lou, do you want to start?
What is my? I don't even use Louis_JF on Twitter and Insta, I think.
Just follow at Younger LTD.
Wow.
Don't need the person.
Morgs.
Follow that. Follow this.
Morgs. ORM. Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. From us at Your First TV Sports, we say every time is without your guys' support and help, that this platform can't run. Again, thank you very much for getting us to 10K. It means a hell of a lot. A lot of work goes on behind the scenes to get us there. It's been a long journey, but we're only getting started. Thank you to A-Rush, Laser Combat, for being our sponsors throughout the FOE podcast. And another thing as well, you might see these drinks forever present on the podcast. Junior's Fruit Punch, little bottle.
Banging.
With big flavour. So go and give them a follow. We'll put that out on the podcast. Extremely sweet. But a very good drink. From us at Your Fresh TV Sport, we've got a few big podcasts this week, so keep an eye out. Your Fresh TV on YouTube, Your Fresh TV Sport on every other platform, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Ryan, the coach on Instagram for me, and the real V10 on Instagram for V. V will be back tomorrow with myself. Your Fresh TV Sports. We're out.